Greetings once again, students and friends. Today we will also consider this topic, how to cultivate a growth mindset. You know, as a student, you will start somewhere and eventually you will grow to a certain stage. A lot of things are involved in this, but you must cultivate a growth mindset. And a lot of things are involved. Like I said, you need to embrace challenges. As a student, a lot of challenges will come your way, and most of the times you are supposed to view these challenges as an opportunity for growth. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. So, what are these challenges, one may ask? In academics, some students, or most students, let's put it this way, are faced with this challenge of not meeting up. That is concerns the academic pursuits. There is no student that is dull. If you press the right buttons, and what is the right button? If you work hard, you will always get it right. So we're talking about converting challenges to opportunities. For instance, if you are having a challenge of not understanding in the lecture hall, you now take this to another level. How can I do it? How can I overcome this? That becomes an opportunity for you to study hard so that you can understand. By the time you do this, you see yourself excelling, doing well. Like I mentioned earlier, do not be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. You need a lot of sacrifice. Maybe if you have been studying for maybe 1 hour, you step up the game, maybe 1 hour, 30 minutes, or 2 hours. It's a sacrifice you need to make to step up the game. You focus on your efforts and not the outcome. Focus on your efforts. There's what we call anxiety. Students are always looking at how will it come out? How will it look like at the end of the day? Focus on your efforts. And you always learn from your mistakes. If the strategies you have used for a particular session did not yield much result, you change the strategy. Maybe your study habits, maybe your time management approach, A lot of things are involved. As a student, you need to be dynamic. If you try out something and it's not working, try another. So, and you also learn from your mistakes. You view mistakes as learning opportunities and not failures. Let me give you an instance. Maybe during the last attempt, your examination during the semester, you did this and that, and it did not work. You learned from your mistakes. Maybe the manner in which you approach the questions were not right. You have learned from your mistake, and that is an opportunity, a learning opportunity, and don't take it as a failure. Always use the power of yet. What do you mean by this? Some students will boldly say, I cannot do this. It is wrong. I cannot do this. You can say, I can't do this yet. You can do it. But at that particular moment, you cannot do it, but you will do it. It is a very powerful tool as a student, the power of yet. It gives you hope, give you some kind of motivation. Another thing you need to consider is if seek feedback. Feedback from who? From your teacher, from your lecturer, from your peers, from your classmates. And from there, you identify areas for improvement. For example, if you have participated in an examination or test, at the end of the examination, you look at the questions again. Within you, you will know the ones that you didn't attempt very well. So, if you look at the questions again, you now begin to realize that I would have done it this way, I would have done it that way. The one funny thing about students is some students, immediately after the exam is over, they leave their question paper there. It's a very bad habit. Some even leave their notes and textbooks there, the exam, after I finish the course. It is always disheartening to see this type of behavior. I am a university teacher, and most of the time during the examination exercise, you pick textbooks, pick question paper when the students must have left the hall. You now be asking, what are they going to, to fall back in case there's need? And there will always be need. So as a student, always seek that feedback from your lecturer, from your classmates. Always talk to yourself. You can do it. That gives you a level of confidence. You can do it. But you can only do this or practice this when you have prepared for that particular examination or test adequately. So, what are the benefits of this growth mindset? Benefit of cultivating a growth mindset. One, it will increase your motivation. Increase your motivation. By the time you see yourself moving from a lower level to a higher level comfortably, it gives you some level of motivation. And two, it will improve your academic performance. To improve your academic performance and enhance self-esteem. Focusing on efforts, on the growth mindset, it will improve on your self or enhance your self-esteem. So as a student, please know that you will not be stagnant. You will not remain at a place, at a point. You can move from a lower level to a higher level. Even after graduation, you can move from a particular level to a higher level. What will inform this decision is when you cultivate a growth mindset. Now, as a human, if you're not growing, it gives you a lot of concern. If you're not improving on what you are doing, it gives you a lot of concern. But you need to cultivate a growth mindset. And one of the things is to embrace the challenges, see them as opportunities, focus on the efforts you're putting in and not just the outcome. Learn from your mistakes, use the power of yet, seek feedback, and so on. I believe this will help. Thank you.